So if you want a cheap pair of rings, what you need to do is you go on AliExpress, order a set of rings, and maybe within 3 months, you're going to get your own pair to do your exercises with. Now, a couple of years ago, I did just that, and the rings were just awesome. They work just like regular rings. I have them here. The only downside is that they have these regular straps. So these straps are just safety straps that you can use to tie something to your car, and there are some flaws with that. And then I laid my eyes upon these type of straps here, which work with carabiners, and they are far more superior in my opinion. So let's find out in this video why that is. This is not a sponsored video, so all the things that you see here are bought by me. So I hope this will help you in deciding which type of ring straps you're going to get. So the first downside of having the old strap system is that it's a hassle to get into. Every time I have to undo my rings, I always need to fidget around in order to get the clamp onto the strap, and it's just so much work. And I can imagine if you take your rings off to go to the park, that is not going to be satisfactory. Also, something to keep in mind is that if you don't put in the buckle and the strap in the right way, the rings will just slide out. Another thing about these straps is that it's very difficult to get them level, and I'm very sensitive to when rings are not hanging equally, and I really feel it very quickly when I'm doing my exercises. So I think that having to level them and having to look at them from afar, trying to micro adjust, and then you adjust too much and then you have to adjust the other one, that is just so much hassle, and I lost a lot of time with them, or I just didn't do exercises with them because I thought, hey, I'd just rather leave them there and not bother with them. Another thing that is incredibly annoying about these straps is the straps themselves. They are just so long. Of course you can cut them, but then you're limited in your size, but they're so long and they're everywhere all the time. So I really wanted to find a setup that is neater, that is better adjustable, and that is also easy to take with you. So that's why my eyes came upon these type of straps here. The only downside that I really find is that they are more on the expensive side, whereas if the AliExpress rings are 30 euros, this is like going into the direction of 60 euros. So depending on your budget, maybe you want to go with the older pair, but if you want to have the flexibility, I really would go with this one. So what I think is very great is the fact that they have these pockets, right, where you can put your carabiners into. So your rings are always going to be on the right place every single time. And that is so easy. You just look at the numbers. So I put it at 11, the other one also at 11, and you're good to go. They're solid. Another thing is they're easy to take off because you just have to open the carabiner and take the rings off, which I like very much. At the end, guys, these are still two pair of rings that just work the same way. So once they're there, and you're going to do your exercises, they perform the exact same way. They're just rings, okay? I think if you're more on the go and if you like to change your rings a lot, I really would opt with this type of strap. If you're just leaving them there, you can go with just a regular strap and never be bothered by it, and maybe cut the other end off and you're good to go as well. Another thing is you can just have two sets of these rings here and leave one at one height, the other at the other height, and you can also use them interchangeably. So It's up to you, but hey, let me know in the comments down below, do you have rings? Are you in the market for rings? And let me know if these rings are something for you, because I think the strap system is so much more superior. Boom!